Hi guys, it's Jamie here, and today we're going to make some journal inserts from this. I'll show you the different varieties. You've got one which would have to be inserted into a pocket because at the front you've got pockets, a tuck spot here with some papers, you've got a tuck spot here with some cards, and on the back, this is why it would need to be inserted, you have another pocket. The same folding system, just folded slightly differently, means that you would have a flat back and you could then stick it onto a journal page. A front pocket with a couple of journaling cards in it. You've got a tag that you could sort of write on here. You've got another pocket and this page you could write on. And like I say, this can then be stuck onto a journaling page. This one, slightly bigger envelope, but the same folding system, again, can be stuck into the journaling page. And I'm not so keen on this design, but to show you, you have a pocket here, a tuck spot here, and a pocket here. Now we're going to go back in time to the folding, minimal cutting of the envelope to make, I think it was this version. Using a board, scissors, whatever tools you have. I have this gadget, bit noisy I'm afraid. Make sure that your window part of this envelope is towards the cutting blade. So in other words, the top of the envelope is this side. And you're just going to take a tiny slither off it and then cut along the short edges as well. Okay, so that's nice and simple. Then we just need to get a scoreboard or a cutting mat with lines on it and measurements on it. Probably seal these two bits down as well. Let me get rid of this. I just quickly glued those two little loose edges down. Got the scoreboard out. Mine's inconveniently in centimetres. If you were doing this in imperial, it would be 1/2 inch. In centimetres, do about 1.5 centimetres and just score down. You're scoring down the top part, so away from that opening. You've got your score this side and you're going to turn it that way so that the open booklet piece faces the top of your board, the window is to the right, and you're going to score in on 7 centimetres, which I think is 2 3/4 inches, something like that. Double check that, or I'll double check it and put it in the subtitles. So now you've got all your scores made. That's it. With your opening now facing left, the window to the top, you have a score line here and here, and you're going to cut this bit of the score line just to that vertical and then come in at a slight angle to take a notch out. I think that's going to make that too big. I think we're going to end up, yeah, the pocket's going to be too big. I've done those measurements wrong. Never mind. We'll just take a bit extra off. Cut up here to where your notch meets. But as you can see, I've just made the pockets too big somehow. What I'm going to do is just take a bit extra off. I've taken a bit extra off. I will put new measurements in the subtitles. Just basically, as long as that fold does not go over your window, if you want to use the window. The next thing is straightforward enough. On this line, this score line, we're going to fold over, and hopefully the score is going to be good enough to get this to fall into place. The same on the other side, we're folding so the white side goes on the inside, and there is a reason for that. If you use a brand new one, it won't have all the postal marks on it, and you could use that as journaling space. Now, to make a tuck spot, you can either, if you're a sewer, sew along this seam right at that sort of crease, or if you're not a sewer like me, you get the glue out and you glue along there Ooh, it's leaking a bit. Still, at least we know it's running then. Now, if you want this super neat, because obviously you can see when that's closed that it was an envelope and you can see that spine, you could run a piece of washi or a piece of paper over that to create a new spine if you want to. Then I'm going to turn that this way and fold that up to make a pocket. You've made that pocket by gluing down this side. Don't forget, if you want to have one that goes on your journaling card, you can have one on the outside, one on the inside, or both on the inside, like the blue example. So I'm going to, obviously, because I've already done one with 2 pockets on the outside and 2 pockets on the inside, I'm going to do the third version, which is a pocket on the outside and a pocket on the inside. Same pockets, just different placements. That's one pocket. Now I know it's not glued down here yet, but that's because you might want to put some backing on here and cover some bits up, and then you can glue that last minute when you've, you know, tucked everything under here, like I did with this one. With my original one, with this one, you've got the pocket on the back. So what you would do is flip that pocket that way. However, I want to do a different version, so I'm going to flip it inside. So I'm going to just trim off some of that excess. I'm making this seem more complicated than it is. It is actually quite easy. It's just I got the measurements wrong and I'm doing a different version. But I'm sure you've got the general gist. Right, so that makes a pocket there, and again, just going to seal it down a little bit, that side, get that out of the way. And then we're going to have this tuck spot as well, so I'm going to seal that and just a bit on this side and bring that over. So there you have it. You now have a pocket here, which you'll seal down once you've decorated. You've got a tuck spot here, a pocket here, and again, seal that down once you've decorated if you're decorating. Nothing on the reverse with this version, but you could have moved that pocket over to the reverse. And the reason I didn't do it with this one is this can now be glued onto a journaling page like the blue one can be glued. All different sizes, as well as slightly different placing of the pockets, but from one simple little booklet idea. That's it. I hope you managed to follow that, because I kind of mucked it up a bit. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, it helps others to see it. If you're not already, do subscribe to the channel. I try to upload regularly, 3 to 5 times a week. And if you like this little project, let me know what you think in the comments. And I will see you next time.